overall energy is you will receive clarity soon. The first card was create better boundaries. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to create better boundaries because I feel like you're in your Queen of Wands era where I feel like you're very popular. And if you're not popular, you're about to be. I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to want your attention. I feel like you're gaining a lot of attention, which comes with a lot of eyes. And it's more so like Spirit is like, you need to create those better boundaries, especially energetic boundaries, because when you don't need people draining your energy, and also just to make sure that you have the right people that are actually in your life that want to be in your life, that are pouring into you and not just expecting you, not expecting to benefit off of you. I feel like with the Queen of Wands, like I said, you're really radiant at this time. I feel like your optimism is also starting to resurface as well too. I feel like, I don't know, you're just like in your abundance era. You're about to be in your abundance era. And I don't just mean money. Like I mean you're abundant with beauty. I feel like you're abundant with positivity. I feel like you're abundant with, like I said, people who actually really like vibe with you. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's important as you take more risks. It's important as you go out of your comfort zone to establish these boundaries because, as I mentioned before, you don't want people who are trying to get a piece of you who don't have your best interest. So it's really important because I feel like, yeah, there's gonna be with the five of wands. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people who want your attention. There's gonna be a lot of people who are maybe for some of you guys competing after you. If you're like I said, like dating and whatnot, it could also just be people wanting to start drama and start problems with you because they're like, who do you think you are? And it's like, I'm powerful, I'm beautiful, I'm the moment, I'm sexy. Sorry if that's a problem for you. I'm cheerful, I'm bubbly, I'm optimistic. Like that sounds like it's a you problem. So I feel like Spirit is like, just create better boundaries. I also feel like it's important too because you also, and that goes with the feel through your emotions, because I was getting two things with create better boundaries. I feel like Spirit is asking you to create better boundaries. It's really about protection. I feel like Spirit doesn't want, and I think this is where, and I had mentioned this in a reading last week, where I feel like Spirit is really asking you to be private about when it comes to your business, when it comes to if you do get into a commitment with people, when it comes to the projects that you're working on. It's so funny because this card is at the bottom, work in silence, a thief is watching. I don't really feel like somebody's it's more so like you're gonna start to have a lot of eyes on you. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's important that you set these boundaries in your everyday, but it's also important that you set these energetic boundaries because I feel like a lot of people are going to want to know what you're up to, who you're up to with. Like, what are you doing? How can I be just like you? Like, there may be a lot of also envious eyes. And I feel like Spirit is definitely going to do their part to protect you, to protect your business, to protect, your career, your love life, your family, your stability, but you also have to do your part by setting these boundaries with people. Not everybody's meant to have access to you. So just keep that in mind as well too. I also feel like with this 10 of pentacles, I think you guys are going after your dreams when it comes to your career and also when it comes to your love life. It could be for you guys both as well. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's really important to trust your intuition. And I think that's where create better boundaries is, where not everybody needs to know your business and share their 2 cents with you. Trust your own intuition, trust spirits, trust the intuitive messages and downloads that you have been receiving. And that's why it's really important to shut out the extra noise, because you don't need people like I said, discouraging you. But with feel through your emotions without identifying with them, I feel like these cards are so beautiful. I do feel like you do have a counterpart that's coming in. The Ace of Pentacles came with the Justice, with the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and Temperance. So we're going to clarify this some more. So with feel through your emotions without identifying with them, I think it's so important because this goes back to the readings that I did earlier this week, where I feel like Spirit is like, yes, process your emotions, the happy ones, the sad ones, the grief, the excitement, feel all your emotions. But I feel like Spirit is like, do not get so stuck in them, because I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, there is a brand new beginning that's coming in for you. There is a brand new offer that has the potential to bring you that stability, that 10 of Pentacles that I was telling you about earlier. And I feel like this is your good justice, this is your good karma, this is your justice that's coming in. I feel like the universe wouldn't be bringing you this offer unless you both were ready for this. I feel like you guys have done a really good job at working on yourselves, pouring more compassion into yourself, pouring more self-love into yourself. I feel like you guys have also done a really good job of mastering your emotions. I think also becoming much more emotionally in tuned and intelligent. And I feel like you guys are both, like I said, in alignment with one another. You're showing up as the king and queen of cups. I feel like there's a lot of deep emotions that you guys have for one another. I do not feel like this is a new person, so I just have to say this. I feel like this is somebody from the past that has been leveling up, just like how you have been leveling up. And I feel like you guys are both a little scared but ready to open up your hearts and repair this connection, because the last card was temperance, and I clarified that, and I got the two of cups in reverse with the six of wands. And I honestly feel like Spirit is like, take your time because you're processing your emotions, you're working through your emotions. Spirit is asking you to take time as you guys come together. Spirit is asking for you to be patient with one another with this process, because I feel like you guys are transmuting a lot of raw emotions, a lot of, I'm hearing hurt, because I feel like with the two of cups in reverse, I feel like this was like a connection. I'm getting that really didn't I'm hearing justice, like, didn't really get off the ground. I'm hearing that there really was, I don't, you guys weren't ready. That's what I'm really getting. I feel like you guys were both not in the most emotionally mature place. And I feel like you guys weren't ready at the time for each other. It's almost like when they say right person but wrong time. That's what the vibe that I'm getting for this. I feel like spirit is like, this is a chance to mend this connection. And I think compassion, I think that's the lesson that you're learning also too, with strength being here too. I think compassion, I think perseverance and resilience as you work through your emotions and what has happened in the past, because I do see with the six of wands you guys successfully moving on, moving forward with the potential to successfully move on and move forward. But I feel like it requires, like I said, being open, being honest, being vulnerable, being willing to express your emotions, share your emotions, being willing to be compassionate and hear this person out. It takes a lot of strength to be able to hear one another and to still have that compassion and be open. And I feel like that's what's, and have that forgiveness. And I feel like that's also what's important. You guys are both growing, you guys are both evolving. And I do feel like, especially when you will receive clarity soon, I do feel like that with the sun being in the back, I do feel like you will receive clarity. And I think the more you guys talk and the more you guys try to understand where the other person was coming from, and understand that you guys are not the same versions you were in the past, you guys are two different people. I do feel like you're going to, I think the your optimism about how this connection can grow and blossom and flourish is going to come in. But I feel like you're going to receive clarity, but it almost feels like from the universe. But I think later down the road, as you guys continue to heal and grow and evolve. But yeah, this is what I have for you. So if this resonates, thank you for commenting down below. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for following me. And if you would like to work with me, the link is in my bio. And until next time, bye.